My question is something that I have gone on about probably for the past 2 years, and some of you will be absolutely sick of it, but because we haven't seen much movement on it, I'm going to ask it again. What plans do the City Deal authorities have for organising events specifically targeted at young people, children at school, college, and how do they plan on improving how their consultations will be coordinated with other important consultations going out at the same time, such as devolution in Cambridgeshire and site-specific works such as the Chisholm Bridge? And will councils be receptive to community groups and individuals that want to host consultation events in council-owned buildings and waive booking fees for such meetings? Just to give a little bit of context to this, on the board and the assembly we've got representatives from Cambridge University, we've got representatives from my old university, Anglia Ruskin, and we've got a representative from Cambridge Regional College who I believe is going to be getting a new principal. And when I gave evidence at the oral hearings not so long ago, I asked specifically those institutions represented to put on events for their students, and at the moment I have not seen any evidence of systematic engagement with young people. It is their futures, ladies and gentlemen. We must do better, because of all of the meetings that I have gone to do with the Greater Cambridge City Deal, even where there have been over 100 people attending those meetings, the number of people under the age of 25 has been smaller than the number of fingers on my hands. Ladies and gentlemen, you must do better than that, because I am sick and tired of having to raise this issue over and over again. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Tanya Sheridan to respond. Thank you.
Okay, so in terms of what we're doing to engage with schools and young people, we are using parent mail to make sure that schools, to make sure that parents and kids are aware of what's going on, and also using social media to reach a broader audience, including generations for whom social media is very much part of the day-to-day, although I admit that is very much an intergenerational thing. We do, though, aspire to up the engagement. We are trying to do as much as we can, and acknowledge that young people are a really important audience and that we ought to be reaching out to them, particularly when we look at people who rely on bus travel. Some of them are the teenagers who need to get to school and to college, and so in providing better public transport, we are trying to help the teenagers of today as well as them as the adult residents, the working residents of tomorrow. In terms of coordination of consultations, when you have 3 councils with a very busy agenda, we will make sure that there is awareness, or that when we're consulting the audience, they are aware of other consultations. So there is a link between the City Deal and devolution. In the devolution builds on cooperative record of cooperation about the City Deal. As regards the question about community events, the principle for the 3 councils is very much of welcoming community events and of accessibility. Of course, there are costs that have to be covered in terms of running meetings facilities, particularly when facilities are used out of hours, but the 3 councils can provide more written information on the use of community facilities if that would be helpful.
To respond more directly, in addition to what Tanya said, I'm very happy to meet you and for us to put together an event which is focused on young people, and then we can see how we take it from there. So I think if we certainly do on a couple of issues need to engage wider, and if you and I meet, then we can discuss how we could set to do an event. And obviously part of it is, well, what are the transport currently for young people in the city? How do they get both to school, whenever they're going out? And in that context, then obviously thinking about the future, but also just their input into the existing schemes. As you'll know, it's a sort of admission also that councils themselves have engaged particularly well, and it's only been
I think if the council are organising an event, then the university will support that. Many of our youngsters thinking about it are only in Cambridge for a short while during term, but we can arrange some more information for them. And I agree, that would be very useful.